If you're like me, you take your time off very seriously. You know what you need to do to refresh and recharge to get back into the classroom ready for the next round. For my wife and I, that means travel. Whenever we can get out of town, we do. And of all the places we've ever been to, Ireland has to be one of our favorites. If you too would like to see the Emerald Isle, and I mean really see it, you have to go with someone from Ireland. That's why I recommend Celtic Seasons for your Irish adventure. You will fall in love with this country. The green of the landscape is amazing and so much more green than you could ever imagine. That will make sense once you get there, I promise. The people you meet will be welcoming and kind, and that's not for show, they're really just that nice. The views will literally take your breath away. This was especially true for me at the Cliffs of Moher. On top of that, there are castles, abbeys, quaint villages, and cities founded by Vikings. Your guides on this magical adventure will be my friends Deirdre and Jenny. Yes, they are from Ireland, and they'll take you to all the great places you think of when you think of Ireland, from Blarney Castle to the Giant's Causeway. But they will also introduce you to the Ireland that you don't know yet, but will still fall in love with just the same. To book your tour, use my special link at celtic-seasons.com/tours/lessons. Or if you want to bring a little bit of Ireland to you, check out celtic-seasons.com to shop their store. Now, on with the show. This is Lessons We Forgot, and this episode is called Underdogs. I hate being told that I can't do something. Praise and kind words are wonderful, but nothing motivates me more than when someone doubts my abilities. I've done plenty of things in my life to prove to someone else that I could do it. Not all of those were worthwhile or safe decisions, but luckily things usually work out for me. It is much less dangerous, but just as fulfilling, to do things to prove to myself that I can do it. I think that's why I love an underdog story. Superhero movies wouldn't be very fun if the heroes were stronger than the bad guys. It's why we always root for the little guy. Like literally, like who doesn't love a friendly hobbit on a quest? It's also the reason I'm all about girl power. I'm always checking to see which movies pass the Bechdel test. And it's probably why I want to hear about everyone who ever beat the odds. I'm looking at you, Rudy. There is something so inspirational when we hear about people who risk life and limb climbing mountains. We get sucked into the drama when an outsider with new ideas changes the game forever. And you have to admit that your heart beats at least a little bit faster when you think about the first people to sail across oceans or fly into outer space. The more I hear about true underdogs, the people who actually beat the odds, and when I compare what they went through to all the struggles I never had to go through, it makes me realize just how good I have it. I learn more every year about how privileged I am and how low my hurdles in life were. It makes sense then that other people react much differently than me when they are told that they can't do something. While having doubters might be a motivator for some of us, for others, it becomes just one more reason to not even try. Many of our students show up to us full of doubt. Doubt about who they are, doubt about their place in the world, and doubt about what's coming next. Unfortunately, the people they hang out with at school might not be much help dealing with those doubts, and they might not be getting any help at home either. Imagine then how devastating it is when a student of ours perceives that we have those same doubts about them. After dealing with hardships we will never know about and attacks from all around, both real and perceived, some of our students' confidence is hanging by a thread. Is it any wonder then that they often look to us for support and safety? How much would it mean to them if we looked at our students like we look at the characters in our favorite movies? Is a sixth grader navigating middle school really all that different than a hobbit making his way through Mordor? No orcs or goblins, sure, but plenty of scary teenagers to avoid. I'm sure we've all noticed a seventh grade football player or two who, just like Rudy, is 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing, and with barely a speck of athletic ability, and even that might be generous. How many of our eighth graders are dreaming of climbing mountains and taking flight when they're staring out our classroom windows? So next time you see me, feel free to doubt me, challenge me, or tell me I can't do it. I'll have a great time proving you wrong. But when it comes to our students, let's be their biggest fans. Let's root for them to win, and let's make them the heroes of the school year. Thank you for listening to this episode of Lessons We Forgot. I'm the host, Chris Winkle. You can contact me at lessonsweforgot@gmail.com, and please do. I'd love to hear what you think about the show and any suggestions you might have. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend. That is the best way to help grow the podcast. If you want to hear more Lessons We Forgot, we post new episodes on Sunday nights. And when you like, rate, and subscribe to the show or leave a comment, that also helps the show reach new listeners. If you really hate ads like me, I do have a Patreon site, patreon.com/lessonsweforgot. For only $1 a month, you can get the show without ads. I'm offering a free trial right now, so go check it out and see if it's something you'd be interested in. Thanks again for your support.